QuickBooks Self-Employed maximizes potential tax deductions. Uncover deductions and maximize your tax savings this year.
HIMS helps guys take care. Whether you're looking for support for your mental health,
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Check that, street.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Niners are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his man, Thornton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Henry is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Pat the street! Pat the street! Flash! Flash!
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. A handoff, running left, Henry. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Henry up the middle. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Let's go now.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Inside handoff, Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way...
Man, truth, it is what it is, bro.
Without it being too exotic.
I done got a ball now. I don't give a fuck no more.
Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Is that a peak, bro?
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Niners are going to get this back.
Double, triple catch and shoot.
4-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. On 3rd down, Henry. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5.
When in panic, here goes the man.
Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
19 right.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
I don't know though, Pooty, bro. I done threw like
come to the line to start their
I done threw so many picks.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. Yep, that's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I got like 6 picks down already.
It'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Running left, it's Henry. They find some open field here. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Play action. It's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Man, that's him, Herb. He want to run the ball every play.
Becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Every single play, that boy gonna run that thing.
What they needed, but they're still stuck
For
here
real.
with 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something.
You don't care about nothing else.
Some defensive guys right now are talking about, okay,
2nd and 20, I'm running it.
To slow him
3rd
down
and
before he
13.
truly gets started.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a run. To be honest.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Square going to the middle. He going to the corner.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bills are going to
Run, same pass play. Run, same pass play. Once you got a pass, if you're going to run the same pass play, you're going to be fried.
In the 4th quarter and say,
it's going to be easy to know what you're doing.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll get this out, and I think the ball's out. But this
Another fumble they trying to give him. Another one.
Stay the same.
Okay, man. I ain't taking another hit.
He coughed it up, but it goes out.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. From the 38, Murray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. The lead is up to 8. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up
Shit,
for that
Travis.
challenge here as things start to get more interesting.
Put his big ass on the ground.
Calling a gain of a
Put his
couple,
big
it's gonna be
bitch ass on the ground,
about
matter of
5.
fact.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Thomas has got it, complete.
Man,
And he is going to have
faster than that, Smith.
first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey, man, Bronco.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action. But other times,
What the fuck are y'all? It's 3 of y'all over there. 3.
First time they looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown 49ers. Michael Thomas. A And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 in the fourth. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? It's complete, and he will get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of
even if I would have kicked it like I was supposed to,
they kept going towards
they
the
were going to kind of rough.
knocked him down way late. That's a flag each and every time.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Murray.
Oh, Madden. How much you gonna let them just get away with? How much?
Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got
No, the fumble 6 for the win. That's what you're saying? Pick 6 for the win. Let's make it happen.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Make it fucking happen then. But that's what's gonna happen. Let's go ahead and do it here.
Murray to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds.
Make it fucking
this
happen.
one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Murray. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he is in the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jelani Woods from 21 yards away. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Smith.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called the 1-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Mr. Walker, Georgia boy, the Georgia boy, Mr. Georgia boy.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one
there you go, Jackson. Make a play, baby. Make a play, baby.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Back to throw it, Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, somebody lit a fire on...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drink some, bro. I'm about to go drink some right now before I go leave the house. I'm about to go do some work right now. I'll holler at y'all boy later, man.